A cross-section of members of parliament from the NASA coalition are calling for the immediate resignation or ouster of Education Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i over what they term as mass failure in this year's KCSE examinations. And let's just take a look at what they said earlier on in a press briefing.
Perceived mass failure, if it stands, it will affect the self-esteem, psychological and emotional state of those affected, which may lead to suicide. Now, we demand the following. According to Section 10 of the Kenya National Examinations Council, Act number 29 of 2012, Kenya National Examination Council is mandated to direct national exams in Kenya within acceptable international practice and the Kenyan education guidelines. Kenya National Examination Council, NEC, must be ordered to prepare and present a comprehensive report over this perceived mass failure, and an independent investigation should as well be incorporated. This should be conducted by some of the most credible auditing companies in Kenya. Secondly, if members of the Kenya National Examination Councils were forcibly guided by any individual inside or outside the organization, including Dr. Matiang'i or others, they should come out to present such facts. And finally, was the role of teachers in the life of students ignored? The Constitution in Article 237(1) creates an independent commission with the sole mandate to recruit and remunerate teachers. Teachers Service Commission is a separate and independent commission. It is not an extension of the executive that is insensitive to the teachers' welfare. The teachers can only operate if sufficiently supported by the system in relation to salaries, working hours, and the training. How is the role of the Teacher Service Commission in relation to the education and the exams? Has the commission failed to perform by the constitutional aspiration, or was the commission following orders from above? We cannot afford as a nation to treat any generation unfairly. We cannot afford to lose potential in any of our brothers, our sisters, our sons, our daughters. So this unfairness must be corrected now. And we call upon the Cabinet Secretary for Education, Dr. Fred Matiang'i, to resign immediately.
We have over 500,000 children whose future now hangs in the balance. Last year, the same. This year, if we go on like this, in the next 5 years, we're going to have over 3 million people, young people, who do not know where exactly they're going to go. When you begin to see cases of students beginning to commit suicide, it's because they are shocked. Results world over have to be standardized, and they have to be harmonized so that it goes on through the normal curve. This is not happening. So one, we have petitioned the Speaker to recall the House to discuss this issue of education as a matter of agency. And we have very many options. Once we want an independent audit to be taken through Kenya National Examination Council to determine where the problem actually is. But we have very many options. If Matiang'i is failing to deliver on his duties, he might as well just go home.
Pastor